machine's weak against frost.
Spotted.
I'm coming!
Ready to get in the air? Let's do it.
She took out the prison back 3 months ago.
To the flame! As hammer strikes steel! Even the same.
Come to revel in some strike, sister? Let me set the board.
I was just passing by.
First timer, huh? Don't worry about it. I'll go easy on you. You got any pieces?
No.
Well, aren't you in luck then? I got an extra set, a Tanakh original straight out of the Forbidden West. Sit. I'll run you through it in a hot spark. I'll give you something special if you win at all my boards, too. All right, let's start off simple. The Tanakh like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy. We each get a set of pieces. Each piece represents a kind of machine, and each machine is worth a different number of victory points. And to win the game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines. It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so we use these notes to keep track of them. You see that number on the top right corner? That there is how many victory points you'll get for destroying that machine. Notes also tell you how far a piece can move, how powerful their attacks are, the distance they can strike from, and of course, their health. Okay, that's enough for now. Let's just play. I'll explain the rest as we go. I own the board, so I get to choose who goes first. Since this is your first time, I'll let you go. Usually you get to choose which pieces to set on the board, but this will do for now. Pick up that machine piece to your right, and move it forward. Remember, each machine can only move a certain distance. Take a look at your notes if you need a reminder. Move that machine forward. It's all part of the learning process. Gotta move that machine forward. Just need to, move that machine forward, Red. Easy enough, huh? Now, you get to move 2 machines each round, so go ahead and pick a second machine. Move that machine forward. It's all part of the learning process. Just need to, move that machine forward, Red. Gotta move that machine forward. Just need to, move that machine forward, Red. Gotta move that machine forward. Move that machine forward. It's all part of the learning process. Gotta move that machine forward. Move that machine forward. It's all part of the learning process. Just need to, move that machine forward, Red. Perfect. There's not much else to do for now, so just end your turn. We're forging onwards. Let me move my pieces here. And we're back to you. This time, why don't you try attacking one of my pieces? Try with that machine on your right first. Now move the piece close enough to attack one of my machines. When performing an attack, you'll be testing your machine's combat power against the opponent's. A machine's combat power is a combination of the terrain your machine is standing on and its own attack power. This board only has grassland terrain, which has no effect on a machine's combat power. And your current machine has 2 points of attack power. So in total, your machine's combat power equals 2 points. Since my machine isn't the one attacking, and just like your machine, it's not affected by grassland terrain. So right now, the difference in combat power between the 2 machines is 2 points. This means your machine can do 2 points of damage to my machine. Did you get all that? Knew you were a smart one. Finish up by attacking my machine. Not pulling any punches, huh? Now grab that second machine of yours. See how your machine can't move close enough to attack mine? You can make your machine sprint. That lets it move 1 space further. Try it out. Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack. Now, some players like to take a risk and overcharge their machine in cases like this. Overcharging lets you attack after a sprint, but it will damage your machine's health by 2 points. So use at your own discretion. Let's try doing that now so you can see what I mean. That's about it for your turn, then. Now, I'll let you in on a neat trick. That machine of yours, the one closest to me, grab a hold of it. Same as in the wilds, machines have both armored points and weak points. You can see them marked on the pieces. Blue shows where their armor is thickest. Hit them there, and you'll do some damage, but not a lot. Now, Red shows the machine's weak points. Hit those and you'll deal a mighty blow. Here, let me show you. Rotate that piece so your machine faces mine. Now let that machine have it. Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory points. You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's keep going. Your machine attacked mine, but hasn't moved yet. Go ahead and move downwards towards my remaining piece. You've already attacked a machine and moved your piece. But if you just gotta overcharge that machine and attack mine. Ain't that a thrill? Now, because your machine was knocked out at the same time as mine, we both get the victory points our machines are worth. Good news is, since you're the one attacking, you're gonna receive your victory points before I do. Which means you can reach the coveted 7 victory points first. That's why sometimes losing a piece can be the best way to end a game in your favor. Now, you'll notice you didn't get quite up to 7 victory points this time, but you did destroy all my pieces. That means you're the winner! That wasn't so hard, was it? Just remember to always check for the best terrain to attack from. You'd be surprised the advantage you can gain over an opponent like that. I know it saved my behind in a game or 2.
I'll try and remember that.
Oh, before I forget, these are all my spare pieces. I want the Savior of Meridian to have them. It's a small set to be sure, but it should be enough to get you in on any strike games you find out there. You might even fancy looking out for them strike carvers. They've got all kinds of unique pieces that can turn a game in your favor, though they'll need the right materials to craft you one. Or you might find them in the wilds if you're lucky. I know I've lost my fair share of pieces after a night of machine hunting or brew hopping. No need to thank me. Always a pleasure to help out new strike players.
To the plane!
Now, if you feel like playing a real game, I've got plenty of other boards. I could even teach you a few more tricks if you're up for it.
Thanks. I'll think about it.
I knew I'd make a strike player out of you yet. How about this time I tell you how to use a board's terrain to your advantage? This one's got all the different terrains you can encounter in a game of strike. Knowing when and how to use them can mean the difference between victory and defeat. Terrain mainly affects your machine's combat power. As you know, when fighting an opponent's machine, you compare its combat power to yours. The higher your machine's combat power, the more damage you can do. So finding the right terrain is an essential strategy for overpowering your opponent. Here, I'll show you. Grab that piece to your left and move to attack my machines. We're gonna have us a fight, so put that machine in front of mine. Now let's take a look at your machine's combat power. Combat power is the sum of a machine's attack power and the value of the terrain it's standing on. Since your machine is attacking, it's also standing on forest terrain with a value of 1 point. Add those together, and your machine has 3 points of combat power. My machine is it's also not attack, so my combat power, this means go ahead and... There you go. Now, choosing the right terrain, it can also help. Grab your other piece. Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's standing on grassland terrain. This terrain has a value of 0. This means my machine, but they're standing on four. This means now. This means, which means if we can, you'll see that whenever you can, go ahead. Ha, see? When you break a machine's defenses, you can knock it backwards. Sure, both our machines will receive 1 point of damage, but knocking my machine off that terrain makes it more vulnerable to attacks. Not only that, if my machine had been blocked from moving backwards, it would have received an extra point of damage. And if my machine had been that's why to deal useful. There's still one more. All right, as we've seen, the higher the terrain, the more it'll add to your machine's However, this is but it'll take this, landing on it will take away one. It'll also, here, let me See? All you can do now is wait for your next turn to move again. Or you can overcharge your machine to get out of there. You can still attack any nearby enemies. Well, I promise it all. Here for more tips? Why don't I tell you a bit more about in a each one, and you can knowing building and when it's the first and you can with that how far, but let's take a. All right, let's talk about the different ways. Another, if you look, you can also a melee. We've seen this. So great. Now grab your other machine. Looks like we've got ourselves a gun. This means they'll only hit the farthest enemy in their attack range. Let's move that so we can take. End your turn so I can show you the rest of the pieces. Let's go with this piece first. This is a ram type like this. See, now my machine has taken over your machine's spot on the board. This is a great way to take the advantage away from your opponent if they have the higher ground. Looks like we have one more piece to look at. Now, so make sure you should also, otherwise, here, I'll show. Look, a nifty, if you look, you'll note but I'm pretty, it's got, I think. Let's do this. Come up. Your move, Red. My turn. Your turn. Okay, let's see. Not looking good for you, Red. Guess luck's not on your side today, Red. Good luck. Time to make my move. You're up, Red. Time to get serious. Ah, down to one piece. I might win this thing. That was brutal. I always get nervous when I overcharge my pieces. My turn. I won! Oh, but I'll play you again if you want. Here we go. That's it for me. I'm up. Board's all yours. Time to get serious. Oh, only one machine. That's the game. You up for a rematch? Let's play. Okay, let's see. Your move, Red. Time to make my move. That's it for me. I'm up. You're up, Red. A single machine left? That ain't good. Time to get serious. Board's all yours. Looks like I lost. This is gonna be fun. Your turn. My turn. You're up, Red. Knocked right off the board. Okay, let's see. Your turn. Time to make my move. Well, that's done now. Your move, Red. Oh, seriously? Okay, let's see. Ah, off the board it goes. Gotta say, your odds aren't good, Red. One less piece on the board. Time to get serious. Oh, I won! Probably shouldn't sound so surprised, huh? This is gonna be fun. I'm up. That's it for me. My turn. Board's all yours. I was hoping you wouldn't do that. Whoa! Got me good. Time to make my move. That was brutal. One less piece on the board. fearless. Ah, off the board it goes. Oh, bold choice. Okay, let's see. Oh, I won! Probably shouldn't sound so surprised, huh? Let's play. Your turn. My turn. That's it for me. Time to get serious. You're up, Red. Taking a risk, huh? I'm up. Knocked it right off the board. Your move, Red. Hey, I like that piece where it was. You are on a roll. Looks like you're down to one piece. I won! Oh, but I'll play you again if you want. Let's do this. My turn. Board's all yours. Time to make my move. Board's all yours. Time to get serious. Well, that's done now. One less piece on the board. I'm up. Ah, down to one piece. I might win this thing. That one hurt. Oh, only one machine left. That was brutal. That's the game. You up for a rematch? Good luck. Okay, let's see. You're up, Red. My turn. That's it for me. I'm up. Your move, Red. Well, that's done now. Okay, let's see. Ah, off the board it goes. Ah, knocked right off the board. Well, that's done now. Time to get serious. Gotta say, your odds aren't good, Red. Ah, off the board it goes. Time to make my move. Your turn. Hey! Oh, that was the perfect spot. You got me. Fair and square. Here we go. Board's all yours. Okay, let's see. You're up, Red. One less piece on the board. Knocked right off the board. Your move, Red. Feeling daring, are we? That was brutal. Time to make my move. That's it for me. Well, that's done now. That was a surprise. I'm up. Your turn. Just one piece left. That sure dampens the forge. Just one piece left. Time to get serious. Board's all yours. Now that was a game, even if I lost. Let's play. My turn. Your turn. One less piece on the board. I'm up. Nice! Ah, off the board it goes. knocked right off the board. That was brutal. My turn. Your move, Red. Time to get serious. Not looking good for you, Red. Guess luck's not on your side today, Red. I'll see you later, Aloy.